That money has to keep coming in if you're going to live like this.
It's not that expensive, though, but...
He's only 46. But he does this with everything, man. He's got $1 million watches.
I don't think he buys every pair.
They even give them to him?
Putting lies on my name, putting lies on me and my team and my family, and hurting my business. We're not talking about millions. We're talking about billions of dollars. We can't do that. So this is my first time ever filing a lawsuit against a media company. I'm shopping, spending money, living life. Money made, or my debt.
Joe Rogan criticized the recent revelations about Floyd Mayweather's alleged bankruptcy, warning that even the richest athletes can fall due to reckless spending. He pointed out that financial success doesn't excuse neglecting obligations such as taxes, referencing Mayweather's issues with the IRS. Rogan stressed that unchecked extravagance and poor planning often lead to financial collapse.
Owe that money to the IRS. How much does he owe?
It's in the $20+ million range.
It's a lot of money, man.
But it's not something that he's been, it's not like deception.
No.
It's just neglect to
It's
pay.
neglect. And it's also like, I think, and there is like a truth to this. He makes so much money. There's probably a point when they're like, hey, it's time to pay your taxes. And you go like, all right, here's a check for $25 million. That's an incredible amount of money. And then they go, that's true, but you owe 50 more. And he's just like, that can't be right. I've given you $25 million.
Yeah, he's bought over 100 luxury cars from the same dealer and always pays in cash.
He has $15 million worth of cars.
Congrats. You can sell those.
Floyd Mayweather Jr.'s defamation lawsuit against Insider Incorporated marks a major shift in his public image. At its center is an article questioning the legitimacy of a reported $42 million real estate deal. Mayweather claims the publication intentionally misrepresented facts, painting him as dishonest about his wealth. If real, the acquisition, spanning 62 buildings, would be one of the largest individual real estate transactions in years. The article's doubts, however, have placed Mayweather's credibility under intense scrutiny.
So, I know you guys want to talk about real estate. Only thing I'm doing is answer the question.
That is a real estate question.
Okay, so out of 48 years, I'm 48 years old, and I've never sued a media outlet. The media outlet throughout my life has bashed me, talked bad about me, spoke bad about my family. Now, I've always been judged because how I have presented myself when I'm promoting a fight. You cannot judge me for entertaining the people when I'm promoting a fight. Judge me for the person that you know. You can't judge me if you don't know me. So that's no different from people in this room may want to do a deal with me. But if someone going out there putting lies on my name, putting lies on me and my team and my family and hurting my business, we're not talking about millions. We're talking about billions of dollars. We can't do that. So this is my first time ever filing a lawsuit against a media company.
Mayweather argues the article is biased and intentionally ignored evidence he says his legal team provided to verify the deal. He emphasizes that this is his first lawsuit of its kind against a media outlet, underscoring how seriously he views the attack on his reputation. His response aims to portray him not just as a boxing icon but as a responsible entrepreneur targeted by sensationalist reporting.
To build my name, to build my reputation, and I'm not gonna let anyone go out there and smear my name and talk bad about me, talk bad about my family, or talk bad about my company.
All right, one more toughie. So
Nothing is tough.
no, okay.
After being in the sport of boxing, dealing with the sport of boxing, there's nothing that's tough.
Fair. So that article sparked rumors that you are bankrupt. How do you respond to that? I don't think you have publicly responded
Well,
yet.
everybody's entitled to their own opinion. I mean, if we call having 2 private jets, owning 100 buildings, being able to do what you want to do, if that's bankrupt, then I'm pretty sure everybody want to live like that.
Yeah.
Okay, so I think we'll end with this one. When I spoke to you all last week, you were riding around Miami. You were looking to buy even more.
Yes.
Have you bought anything in the week since we last spoke?
I don't know. I was out in Miami for a while. We were looking at a few properties. I'm pretty sure for the end of the year,
Stephen A. Smith added fuel to the debate, noting the lack of transparency around Mayweather's ventures. He suggested that public perception may not match reality, implying that some of Mayweather's business moves seem driven more by image than solid fundamentals. While not dismissing the lawsuit entirely, Smith hinted that beneath the headlines lies a more complicated and possibly less stable financial picture.
I can't count the amount of examples where I saw people getting laid off, and then I see somebody come right behind me and get some money. Business does business. You never know what's behind the goal of a business per se. What you do know is the work that you put in. If you're smart enough, what value comes with that work. And then at the same time, you also pride yourself in being very, very reasonable. I haven't, and I'm not going to talk about my contract negotiations with ESPN. They are ongoing. I think the talks have been very pleasant. I think we're making progress. We'll see what happens. If it works out, it works out. If it doesn't, I've got decisions to make because I got a future.
50 Cent's remarks were blunt, criticizing the absence of concrete proof supporting Mayweather's real estate claims. Instead of producing contracts or bank records, Mayweather has leaned on legal threats, which critics see as a way to silence doubts rather than prove the truth. In an era already skeptical of celebrity wealth narratives, this strategy only deepens public suspicion.
Description where y'all can watch that in full, and as we have already seen, 50 Cent has been very involved in critiquing, taking shots at Floyd Mayweather, and when this came across his desk, he did nothing other than that. If that's the case, it's going nowhere because you didn't do the deal, champ. He must have named the writer separately to make him have to pay his own legal team. The champ is mad, and 50 most definitely promoted his brands and everything with that because 50 Cent has came into question about this deal that Floyd Mayweather has struck, showed his real estate businesses, and people started diving into it. Floyd Mayweather has been defending it, but I just realized he put this $100 million lawsuit in against Business Insider, saying that they have been going at him for a long time now, coming at his family, coming on his team, and saying these derogatory things and defaming him, so he won $100 million. The suit launched in the Southern District of New York names Insider Inc. and reporter Daniel Geiger as defendants. It is centered around reporting by Geiger about real estate deals Mayweather Jr. publicly discussed, including an agreement to buy a 62-building Manhattan apartment portfolio. Geiger reported in late March that there is no evidence that there has been a sale. According to the lawsuit, Geiger embarked on a campaign of harassment and defamation categorized by aggressive and misleading journalism that not only distorts the truth, but seems driven by a deep-seated bias against Mr. Mayweather's success. It claims that Geiger refused to review documentation proving the deals in question happened, and suggests that there's a racial component to the reporter's work.
Despite his usual confidence, Mayweather appears uneasy when discussing finances. His reluctance to provide clear details about bankruptcy rumors only intensifies speculation. Public figures rely on perception, and when cracks appear, withholding transparency often accelerates their reputational decline.
So that article sparked rumors that you are bankrupt. How do you respond to that? I don't think you have publicly responded.
Well, everybody's entitled to their own opinion. I mean, if we call having 2 private jets, owning 100 buildings, being able to do what you want to do, if that's bankrupt, then I'm pretty sure everybody want to live like that.
That last statement was a fact. If that's bankrupt, I'm sure a lot of people want to live like that. I'd sell a few of them planes, especially if I was going bankrupt. But yeah, it wouldn't be a bad lifestyle to have. Now, Floyd Mayweather isn't the most articulate person. He does not articulate himself the best. This has been well known throughout his career. He is a prize fighter. He is a master promoter. He is a great business person. put him behind a microphone or have him articulate himself, he's not the best at it. So if you listen to that and y'all tell me if y'all got the same vibe I did or if y'all think that I'm tripping, it sounds like he's running around a lot of shit. And it's like, all right, bro, yeah, you might be going bankrupt. But let's understand something real quick. If one of Floyd Mayweather's businesses, or if his business is going bankrupt, it does not mean that Floyd Mayweather himself is broke. That means that his business may be struggling. Oh yeah, his business may be struggling, and you could file for bankruptcy. I think it's 13 or 9, chapter 13 or chapter 9, or whatever the case may be.
Mayweather's insistence that he owes no taxes clashes with documented IRS actions against him. Such allegations challenge his carefully built image of financial mastery. Real estate is often touted as the cornerstone of his supposed $400 million empire, yet specifics remain vague. The gap between his bold claims and verifiable facts raises a critical question. Is Mayweather's wealth as solid as he portrays, or is it an illusion meant to protect his brand?
It's Money May, Aaron Mayweather 2. Go Money Green on him. Change it up. Change it up. Change it up. That's what we do. There you go. There you go. There you go. That's what we did. I need everybody, all the fighters all around the world. MMA, boxers, follow this man right here. We get the job done. Money May, and y'all know the rest.
Social media has become a battlefield for competing narratives. Mayweather's lawsuit, instead of silencing critics, has sparked even more debate. Fans now question not only the legitimacy of his wealth but also whether the legal action itself is a calculated PR move.
Apparently, Floyd Mayweather files a $100 million lawsuit against Business Insider over real estate deal report. Damn, that's an expensive lawsuit. The lawsuit comes after a report by Business Insider journalist Daniel Geiger claimed that the 62-building Manhattan real estate portfolio that Mayweather announced he acquired never actually occurred. Geiger's report stated there was no evidence a sale was made. Mayweather's lawsuit claimed that Geiger refused to review documents of the deal and it was an attempt by Geiger to publicly humiliate Mayweather. They embarked on a campaign of harassment and defamation characterized by aggressive and misleading journalism that not only distorts the truth but seems driven by a deep-seated bias against Mr. Mayweather's success, Floyd Mayweather. Oh, damn well he did not write that. And why would he? He's talking about himself in third person. That's so cringe. Business Insider has provided a statement to Front Office Sports saying, "We will vigorously defend against this meritless attempt to discredit our reporting and smear our reporter." So they aren't backing down at all. It's going to be interesting.
Inside the ring, Mayweather's undefeated record is undisputed. Outside, his financial claims face increasing doubt. His public assertion of owning $400 million in real estate crumbled when no supporting records surfaced. Many fans, once inspired by his success, now question whether he's more focused on preserving an image than revealing the truth.
For some odd reason, at the beginning of the year, Floyd Mayweather decided to tell us all that he bought a bunch of apartment buildings in Upper Manhattan. Everybody has found out that that wasn't true. Apparently, it's not that hard to figure out who owns property. This is not an indictment on Floyd Mayweather as a boxer. He is one of the best boxers we've ever seen. Anybody who is privy to Floyd Mayweather's antics outside of the ring knows Floyd ain't bought no goddamn apartment buildings in no Upper Manhattan, bro. We knew that when he told us. I'm not sure who Floyd Mayweather thought he was fooling. Nothing about Floyd Mayweather outside of a boxing ring says savvy. I'm sorry. This is the same Floyd Mayweather that 50 Cent told he would donate $50,000 to the charity of his choice to read Harry Potter. He bought $400 million worth of apartment buildings in Upper Manhattan. Come on, Floyd. The people who was living in them apartment buildings, the second they heard that Floyd Mayweather bought their building, they was on the phone with property management like, what's really? I will pay $10,000 a month, but I won't pay $10,000 a month to a nigga. Boy, you can't just do that with upper Manhattan apartment buildings, bro. Tell lies like that about the projects, man. You gotta do that to the hood, man. Ain't nobody going for that shit in upper Manhattan, Floyd. You should have knew better than that, my boy. But then again, you are Floyd Mayweather. Oh, man. Anybody with common sense knew that Floyd was in trouble when he started.
Mayweather's fortune once seemed untouchable, fueled by over $1 billion earned through fights and endorsements. Yet rather than securing that wealth, he spent lavishly on luxury cars, private jets, and extravagant displays. These choices mirror the financial downfall of Mike Tyson, another boxing great who prioritized image over stability. Mayweather's pattern of excess raises an uncomfortable question: is he heading toward the same fate?
Around as always, talking about the Miss Jackson situation. We've seen Marcos Maidana looking focused, more so focused on his baby and everything. So those are a lot of the minor takeaways. But my major takeaway from this whole thing, ladies and gentlemen, is I was quickly hit with an emotion of nostalgia. You know what I mean? Because seeing Floyd Mayweather with all this money and cars and clothes and hoes and yada, 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 it just kind of reminded me. There was a small segment in that episode that stated that a lot of fighters believe in their immortality. You know what I mean? We've seen this before. So the question I ask, we have seen this movie before. Boxers traditionally going broke. You know, they start off well, so flamboyant, with all this money and all these cars, and they have businesses they invest in. There's something special, you know, at least in their minds they are. And then after either retirement or near retirement, or after the fight game has left them, traditionally boxers go broke, ladies and gentlemen. And I'm not saying this is going to happen to Floyd Mayweather, but I swear on everything, man, I hope it doesn't happen to Floyd Mayweather, because Floyd Mayweather is going to go down in the halls of history, ladies and gentlemen, as possibly top 3 to top 5 to top 10 of all-time greats. I mean, depending on how you view Floyd Money Mayweather.
Even within his own family, concerns are growing. Jeff Mayweather, his uncle and a respected trainer, has openly questioned Floyd's risky financial behavior. Impulsive real estate ventures and an apparent lack of expert guidance suggest decisions driven by ego rather than strategy. For years, Floyd's fame thrived on flaunting wealth. Now, as cracks show, the facade is starting to erode.
Floyd Mayweather, the highest paid athlete, not the highest paid boxer, the highest paid athlete in the world. I had the opportunity and pleasure to be around him for many years. I was his personal shopper. I was a personal friend of his family. One of my greatest memories of being just lucky enough to even be around that environment was watching him train. Watching Floyd Mayweather train is a masterclass in discipline. It is a masterclass in work ethic. It is a masterclass in this is how you execute and get stuff done. Every rep, he hits it hard. There's not one lazy rep. He does everything at such a high frequency, so elevated. I'm like, goodness gracious, watching this man train, it's like, that's how I want to train for life. I've been to the club with Floyd where we leave in the club 3, 4 in the morning and he's still going to hit his 6 miles. He'll have all the cars follow him and he's running down the Las Vegas Strip, down back street.
Thanks for watching. See you next time.